Chagadosh Boker Or. We're just going to continue with Halachot Birkat Halebana. Maran brings down Aroeh Levana b'chidusham v'varech Hashem b'maro b'arash shechakim. And here it says in the Ramah, ve'en lekadesh chodesh ela balayla be'et shelevana zoracha v'ne'ani meorah. What does that mean? That you're only supposed to come and make the kiddush, right? We're talking about the Birkat Halebana. We're only making the bracha or the kiddush levana. We're doing it in the nighttime, right? When the levana is zorachat, which means that you're benefiting from the light. So here the Mishnah Berurah brings down that's coming to exclude Ben Hashmashot. What does that mean? During Ben Hashmashot, you should not be saying the Birkat Halebana. It has to be nighttime that you're benefiting from the light. That's why the next Mishnah Berurah says that if it's going to be covered with clouds, so therefore it all depends. He says if it's going to be a dak v'kalush sheniret levana, so then you're allowed to make a bracha. Why? Because if it's going to be a very thin cloud, so you're allowed to. We know al pi Kabbalah you don't do it at all, but mitzad halacha you're allowed to as long as it's still clear and it's only going to be a thin cloud which is going to be on top. However, though, if it's going to be a thick cloud, so then you're not allowed to make the bracha. Now he says, what happens if you start and then afterwards it gets covered? You finish the bracha, obviously, unless what happens is that you think that it's going to be covered from the beginning. Lina, tomorrow we'll bring down the Rav Enzino Bashaul Shita in this. However, though, there's going to be a machloket. What happens right now if I've got a few split seconds, right? Which means that you've got clouds, and all of a sudden it comes, I'm able to see it. So obviously beforehand you could start the Hallelujah and everything else, because that you don't even need to do anything. That's just the preface. That's just the beginning. The bracha has to be when you could see it. But the question is going to be, what happens? Can I make a bracha when right now it's going to be uncovered, but within 3 seconds, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, whatever, but I see it clearly, not one cloud. Can I make the bracha or not? Then we'll speak about it tomorrow. There's going to be bracha, and others is a machlok in it. But for sure, if it's going to be the entire time, or you didn't realize that it was going to be covered, and then it got covered and you started, for sure you're going to finish, right, the bracha without any question whatsoever.